Hello and welcome to Hackergal's third Women in Tech Spotlight video. In this video, we will meet Isabelle Bissonnette, who works as the Vice-présidente of Business Architecture at CIBC. Enjoy learning from her professional journey in tech and reflecting on her responses in the group discussion questions. Keep your ears open for the secret word at the end to include in your post-survey submission to be entered into the draw for an iPad 10th generation. Bonjour et bienvenue au troisième spot, rencontrer une femme dans la technologie. Dans cette vidéo, nous rencontrons Isabelle Bissonnette, qui travaille comme vice-présidente de l'architecture d'affaires chez CIBC. Amusez-vous à apprendre sur son parcours professionnel dans le domaine de la technologie et à réfléchir à son expérience à travers les questions de discussion. Gardez vos oreilles ouvertes pour le mot secret à la fin à inclure dans votre post-enquête pour participer au tirage au sort d'un iPad de 10e génération.
The best part of working in tech is the constant changing nature of technology. I have the opportunity to work on different concepts, different tools, different apps, different systems from project to project, especially in the years that are coming, in the years that you are going to be in the workforce. All the innovations that we see coming and the ones that we can predict and the ones that we can't predict, it's all going to change the way that we work and the way that many industries produce their services and their products. For example, the predominance of cloud and the rapidity or the speed that it brings to everything that we build in terms of information technology, automation of tasks that we used to do manually, or automation across different industries, and then the focus on ESG, environmental, social, and governance aspects. These factors are also going to influence the type of work and the emphasis that you're going to have in your industry. So I think it's very exciting, the pace of change and also everything around technology that's going to influence how we do what we do, whether it's enforced by government regulation or by a moral imperative of people in a company. Un aspect de mon travail ou un aspect de technologie que je trouve excitant, c'est la constante évolution du domaine de la technologie. J'ai l'opportunité de travailler sur des concepts, des applications, des systèmes différents, de projet en projet, spécialement dans les années à venir, les années où est-ce que vous allez être dans le marché du travail. Les innovations qu'on connaît, celles qu'on peut prédire, puis aussi celles qu'on ne peut pas encore prédire, vont changer la façon dont vous travaillez, puis aussi vont changer la rapidité ou la variété de ce que vous faites dans un type de travail. On prédit que l'avènement du cloud pour l'information technologique, l'automatisation des processus manuels, mais aussi l'automatisation des procédés de production et de services aussi. Et le focus sur ESG, des facteurs environnementaux, sociaux et de gouvernance. Ces aspects qu'aujourd'hui, on commence à voir, mais dans le futur, vont avoir probablement un impact plus fort sur ce que vous ferez dans votre travail et comment vous le ferez. Que ce soit à cause des lois que les gouvernements vont implanter ou bien le vouloir des compagnies et des individus de choisir de faire ce qui est bon et ce qui est juste. Alors, beaucoup de choses qui est excitantes dans la technologie, la variété du travail, aussi les changements qui vont venir dans le futur, que vous verrez probablement plus que moi dans votre travail. Well, my educational background is mechanical engineering and a master's in business administration. So those are the technical skills I learned in school. And those are important to get me started in my career. But today, the most important skills that I use and that make me successful in my current job are not my technical skills, are not what I learned in school, but I was able to bank on them to be where I am today. So today, what I rely on mostly are my curiosity, the skills that I have to build strong and effective relationships at work, and then my problem-solving skills. I add to that also how I show up, how I present myself, and how I approach any type of project or task or conversations. I try to always be professional, to respect others, and also to be authentic. Those are not skills, but they're things that you got to think about day in and day out. So very important to acquire the technology skills and the technical skills, but it's not the whole story. Probably some of you will have heard this recent concept that we've been hearing on the news, that technology is what got us to this catastrophic environmental situation. But also technology will be what we're going to be using to solve the problem and get us back to a better climate posture, whatever that becomes. And I think that's really true, whether that's computer sciences, data and analytics, or life sciences. Like, we know that the answers are in technology, but technology alone is not going to do it. We also need investment and will. Some will probably come from government regulation, which I mentioned a bit earlier, and some will come, and I think that will be your generation driving that, will come from will. The will forced by the government, but also the moral will that will come from individuals and companies that want to do the right thing. So the technology is there, it exists. It existed a while ago. So it's going to solve the issue, but we will need the investment and the will. And I hope that you all take part in doing this, and that we can also, my generation can also get started and leave you in a good position to finish the job. L'industrialisation et les inventions technologiques qui l'ont supporté, c'est ça qui a créé le désastre environnemental que nous avons sur les bras aujourd'hui. Mais en même temps, c'est la technologie, l'innovation technologique d'aujourd'hui qui va nous aider à résoudre le problème de l'environnement. Mais toute seule, la technologie ne va pas être capable de finir le travail. On a besoin d'investissement et on a besoin du vouloir des compagnies et du vouloir des individus pour prendre les décisions et décider de faire les choses qui sont like the right thing, et les choses qui sont justes pour l'environnement et pour la population en général. Et j'espère que ma génération va laisser le monde du travail à votre génération dans un état qui va vous permettre de finir ce travail-là avec la technologie à votre disposition et le niveau d'investissement qui est nécessaire. I think it's the right decision. I think some form of another technology is at the foundation of many, many careers today, and probably even more in the future. It might even become a bit of a table stakes, but it also certainly will allow you to have a strong foundation that you can use to build yourself a very varied, very diverse career path. So I think you should embrace technology. And I think you also have an advantage that I didn't have in the early 90s. You have a lot of information at your disposition. So talk to professors, talk to advisors in your schools, in other schools. And also one of the positive impacts of the pandemic, a lot of conferences are hybrid or virtual these days. So find out what kind of conferences are going on in your field of interest and try to find a way to sign up. Virtual usually is not that expensive, or you can sign up for certain speakers, not the whole conference, and go and attend those, because you will then hear like leading experts in your field of interest. And then it will really give you an appreciation of what the top people do in that field once they're mature in their career. So that's what I would suggest. Embrace technology, whatever it is, even if you're not like a typical techie, because technology is going to be everywhere. It's going to be a foundation of every job, and get informed, and don't be shy about trying to talk to experts, whether it's recorded, whether it's a live conference, whether it's professors or advisors at your school. If you'd asked me 2 years ago, or a bit more than 2 years ago, my answer would have been a cat. That the cat is my favorite animal. I had cats growing up. I find them warm and cuddly, and I like to hug them. And we have very friendly cats. And when I got married, my husband has asthma, so we do not have cats. But during the pandemic, we got 2 dogs, 2 large standard poodles. And I have to admit, I did not think that was the case, but poodles are very cuddly too. They're warm, they're soft, they're not rigid like I thought dogs were going to be. So I could say that cats and poodles. Si tu m'avais posé la question il y a 2 ans et demi, j'aurais dit le chat est mon animal favori parce que j'ai grandi avec des chats. Ils peuvent être colleux, ils sont chauds, ils s'assoient sur nous, ils sont très affectueux. Mais quand je me suis mariée, mon mari a découvert quand il est un adulte qu'il a de l'asthme, qui est très allergique à plusieurs animaux, dont le chat. On n'a jamais eu de chat. Et pendant la pandémie, on a adopté 2 caniches royaux. Alors, ils sont très gros, mais ils sont très, très affectueux, très doux, presque comme un chat. S'ils étaient plus petits, on pourrait les prendre sur nous, mais ils sont trop gros. Alors, ma réponse, c'est les chats et les caniches.
The secret word is clip art. Le mot secret est clip art.